You got $100,000 plus sitting in cash or earning weak returns in stocks, crypto, or real estate. Well, what if I told you that there's an overlooked asset class that can beat them all and give you way more control? And I'm obviously talking about small, profitable, sometimes boring businesses. The thing is that you can own one, you can hire someone to run it if there's enough cash flow, and you can create 20 to 40% annual cash on cash returns on average, sometimes more. If you don't know me, I'm Moran Pober, founder of acquisitions.com. We've been involved in over $1 billion of small business deals. In this video, I'll show you why smart investors are getting out of speculation and into real operations. I'll break down how to find deals, how to structure them with debt if you want as well, alongside your cash, and manage them with or without being hands-on. So, lesson number one is understanding why small businesses beat stocks, crypto, and real estate. Let's be honest, most investors don't control their outcomes. Stocks, they're priced by the market. Crypto, obviously controlled by narratives. Real estate, heavily leveraged and capped on yield. But the beauty is with small businesses, you can buy them at 3 times earnings. You can use leverage, you can grow them, and you can take distributions. It's the only asset class where you can control acquisition, operations, and exit out. Like I've never seen something like that in any other asset class. Any other asset class got tons of crazy ups and downs. Here it's different. Which moves me to lesson number two. You don't have to operate the business yourself, right? If you're too busy, it's not a problem. There are two ways to buy a business. Number one is yes, you run it. But number two is you basically back an operator or bring in an operator to your deal. So you can invest in a deal you manage, or you can install a general manager, or just back hungry operator with equity and guidance. Trust me, I have tons of those people waiting for investors. So think of it like buying a property and hiring a property manager, right? But just with much more upside. Moves me to lesson number three. The right sectors matter. You don't need to invest in the next big thing. You need recurring revenue and real demand, right? So you can look at businesses like home services, think plumbing, HVAC, landscaping. I like healthcare support, so non-medical home care, medical billing, etc. I like B2B services, right? So IT, logistics, niche agencies. So look for agencies and industries where the internet ideally hasn't replaced the service yet and likely won't. And if you can bring AI to it, I'm seeing crazy things in the market where people are looking to buy boring businesses, implement the AI, increase margins, and create crazy higher multiples, which I don't know how long it's going to stay, but now it's exciting. Lesson number four, find where the deals are. There are thousands of profitable businesses for sale, but most aren't listed publicly. So yes, you can start with BizBuySell, other marketplaces, but then go for other brokers in your region. Go direct outreach if it's letters, calls, emails to owners. Remember, the best deals often come from conversations with random people, not from listings. In acquisitions.com, we have a network of tons of brokers that send us deals before anyone else. We have tons of strategies to find off-market deals better than anyone else. Use those to your advantage. Lesson number five, learn how to analyze a business like an investor. You don't need an MBA, you need a simple filter, right? So questions like, how much money does it make if it's SD or EBITDA? How stable is the cash flow? Can you maintain and grow the business? Is there concentration risk? So if too few customers maybe, right? And then we do what we call a debt service coverage ratio check. So we need to make sure that there is enough cash, right? So basically doing and checking if it can pay off the loan and pay you enough money to know if it's worth digging into the deal and doing due diligence, right? You want to make sure you're not putting too much pressure on the business and you have enough cash flow to take some money home. Lesson number six is you can use leverage and keep most of the equity. All right. So with SBA loans or seller financing, you can put down 10% and finance the rest basically. That means that your $100,000 might buy $500 to $1 million business. You will get all the upside while your capital works harder than it ever could in like a passive index fund. Lesson number 7, find the right operator or be one. If you want to own but not operate, you need someone reliable running the day-to-day. What are your options? You can promote someone from within the business. You can bring in a GM with equity upside. You can partner with a younger operator and finance the deal, which means you provide the capital and oversight and they run the business. Lesson number 8, look and learn what returns looks like, right? So here's what we've seen with our clients. Let's say $150,000 investment into $700,000 plumbing business. Our client hired a GM for $90,000 plus 10% equity. That brought him 30% or so annual cash flow returns after debt service, right? Another deal we're a part of, $90,000 invested in a $500,000 digital agency. The owner stayed on short term, trained new ops lead, and then paid back investors' capital in under 2 years with that deal, right? Lesson number 9, this isn't for everyone, but it's game changing for the right people. So remember, this is not set it and forget it ETF type deal, right? You'll need to evaluate deals, negotiate terms, lead or hire operators, track financials. But for investors who want to control and the cash flow, I mean, this can change your life. One deal can really make dramatic impact in your life. So if you've got $100,000 or more, and you're tired of playing games with Wall Street or playing the crypto bull run, let's talk. We help investors buy real businesses with structure, support, and clarity. We're going to put a link below to book a call with our team. Let's put your capital to work in something that you actually control. So, yeah, let's go and buy business.